Have you ever wondered if something as simple as your sleep could quietly be affecting your chances of getting pregnant? Many couples focus on ovulation tracking, diet, supplements, and timing intercourse. But doctors and fertility researchers often point to something most people overlook: sleep. Studies in reproductive medicine suggest that sleep quality influences the hormones that regulate ovulation, sperm health, and implantation. And the good news is, this is one of the few fertility factors you can actually improve starting tonight. By the end of this video, you'll understand how sleep affects fertility hormones, what kind of sleep problems can interfere with TTC, and simple doctor-recommended ways to improve sleep quality during your fertility journey. One thing many couples don't realize is that sleep is deeply connected to reproductive hormones. When you sleep, your brain regulates hormones through a small area called the hypothalamus. This region controls signals that influence ovulation in women and testosterone production in men. Doctors often explain it this way: your body treats sleep as a biological maintenance window. During deep sleep, hormone signals become more stable, and stable hormones are important for regular ovulation, healthy egg development, and balanced reproductive cycles. But when sleep becomes inconsistent, the brain's hormone signals can also become less predictable. Now, this does not mean a few bad nights of sleep will prevent pregnancy. That's a very common worry. But long-term poor sleep can sometimes make the reproductive system work a little less efficiently. And this is where many couples get confused. They assume fertility problems must always come from something complex. Sometimes, it's the body simply asking for better recovery. Let's talk about something called the circadian rhythm. This is your body's internal clock. It controls when you feel awake, when you feel sleepy, and when certain hormones are released. Research published in reproductive endocrinology journals shows that circadian rhythm plays a role in timing ovulation and hormone balance. When sleep schedules constantly change, late nights, irregular sleep hours, shift work, the body's clock can become slightly misaligned. And when that happens, the hormones responsible for ovulation, like LH and FSH, may also shift slightly. This doesn't mean pregnancy becomes impossible. Many people conceive with imperfect sleep, but studies suggest consistent sleep patterns may support more predictable ovulation cycles. This is why fertility doctors often ask patients simple questions, like, how many hours do you sleep? Do you sleep at regular times? Because the body's internal clock affects more systems than most people realize. Sleep also affects stress hormones. When someone sleeps poorly for long periods, the body may produce more cortisol, the main stress hormone, and cortisol can interact with reproductive hormones. Doctors sometimes explain this interaction as a biological balancing act. If stress hormones stay elevated for too long, the body may temporarily shift energy towards survival processes rather than reproduction. This doesn't mean stress or poor sleep automatically stops ovulation. That's an oversimplification often shared online. But research does suggest that chronic sleep disruption may influence hormone balance over time. This is where many couples feel frustrated. They may think they need complicated fertility treatments immediately. But sometimes, improving basic lifestyle factors like sleep can help the body return to a more stable rhythm. Not instantly, but gradually. Now, here's something that often surprises people. Sleep quality doesn't just affect women, it also affects male fertility. Several studies have found that men who regularly sleep less than 6 hours per night may have lower testosterone levels and changes in sperm quality. Sleep is when the body performs many processes that support hormone production and cellular repair, and sperm production depends on those same systems. Again, this does not mean 1 week of poor sleep harms fertility, but long-term sleep deprivation can influence hormone stability and reproductive health. So when couples are trying to conceive, improving sleep can benefit both partners. Here's a myth that creates unnecessary anxiety. Some people believe that one late night, one stressful week, or one night of poor sleep can ruin a fertility cycle. Doctors say this is not how the body works. Reproductive hormones respond to patterns, not individual days. Your body is incredibly adaptable. One bad night will not cancel ovulation. One stressful week does not prevent implantation. Fertility is influenced by long-term trends, not individual days. And understanding this often brings couples a huge sense of relief. If you're finding this information helpful, consider subscribing to ParentUno. Our goal is to make fertility science feel clearer and less overwhelming. So, how can couples improve sleep quality during their TTC journey? Doctors usually recommend very simple changes. First, try to keep consistent sleep and wake times, even on weekends. This helps your circadian rhythm stay stable. Second, reduce bright screens before bed. Blue light from phones and laptops can delay the release of melatonin, the hormone that signals the body to sleep. Third, create a wind-down routine. Something calm. Reading, stretching, quiet music. This tells the nervous system it's time to rest. And finally, aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, which is the range recommended by most sleep medicine organizations. These changes may seem small, but small, consistent habits can have powerful long-term effects on the body. Most sleep changes during stressful life periods are completely normal, but there are times when speaking to a doctor can help. For example, severe insomnia lasting several weeks, frequent nighttime panic or anxiety, loud snoring or breathing pauses during sleep, extreme daytime exhaustion. These can sometimes be signs of sleep disorders, like insomnia or sleep apnea. And treating sleep problems can improve overall health, including reproductive health. So if your sleep struggles persist, your healthcare provider can help explore possible solutions. Trying to conceive can make people analyze every detail of their daily life. Many couples worry that one small mistake could affect their chances. But the truth is usually much calmer than that. Your body is resilient. Sleep is simply a way your body restores balance. When sleep improves, hormone rhythms often become more stable, and that stability can support overall reproductive health. So if you're on a TTC journey right now, be patient with your body, and remember that many couples share this exact experience. You are not alone in this process. If you'd like more calm, evidence-based guidance for your fertility journey, you can subscribe to ParentUno. We share medically reviewed insights designed to make TTC less confusing and less stressful. And in the next video, we'll answer one of the most common questions couples ask. How often should you actually have intercourse when trying to conceive? There's a lot of misinformation about timing, and understanding the real science can make the process feel much clearer. You'll find that video in the playlist right here.